They rule with power and fear, but sometimes even the mighty bear picks the wrong fight. And when it does, nature hits back harder than ever. Clash of Titans, lion and bear, two apex predators meeting in a raw, primal showdown. The bear came in swinging, relying on brute force, but the lion, more agile, more precise, struck back with fury. Dust flew, claws slashed, and roars shook the earth. In the end, it wasn't even close. The bear turned tail, bloodied and broken, forced to flee. The lion stood tall, victorious. That day, the king of the jungle defended his crown, even against a beast built like a tank. A bear might be able to crush a lone wolf, but when the whole pack is hungry, it becomes a different game. Surrounded, cornered, outnumbered, the bear realized too late it had wandered into danger. Snarling wolves tore in from all sides, coordinated like warriors. The bear fought back, but every step brought another bite, another blow. With sheer desperation, it finally broke free. Barely. It limped into the trees, leaving behind a trail of fur, blood, and pride. Opportunistic and hungry, this bear thought it had found an easy meal. A fresh kill, seemingly unguarded, but wolves never forget what's theirs. Within seconds, the air filled with growls. The pack swarmed in, chasing the bear like a thief in the night. It ran, slipping, tumbling, scrambling over rocks. The wolves didn't just want to scare it, they wanted revenge. In a final leap for its life, the bear disappeared into the woods, humiliated and starving. That meat stayed exactly where it belonged. This fight was personal. A mother cougar, her cubs hidden nearby, faced down a looming threat. The bear wanted an easy target, but it got a storm. The cougar exploded with terrifying speed, launching at the bear's throat. They grappled in the dirt, fangs flashing, claws tearing. And though the bear was larger, the cougar's rage gave it strength. The message was clear: not today, not my babies. Bloodied and stunned, the bear backed off. The mountain belonged to the mother, and she made sure it stayed that way. Never underestimate a boar. Thick-skinned, muscle-bound, and full of fury, this wild pig wasn't backing down. When the bear approached, confident and calm, the boar charged with such speed it caught the predator off guard. The bear reeled as tusks slashed its leg. A second charge sent it tumbling. Growling in frustration, the bear tried to regroup, but the boar kept coming. In the end, it wasn't a fight, it was a retreat. The bear ran for its life, stunned by a beast it never took seriously. You wouldn't believe it unless it was caught on camera. In a quiet pen, two pigs named Hamlet and Mary suddenly faced a full-grown bear. Most would freeze, not these two. With surprising strength and zero fear, they lunged at the intruder, biting, bashing, barking in fury. The bear scrambled backward, utterly shocked. It climbed out of the pen and disappeared. That day, the pigs won, and they didn't just protect their home, they sent a message: wrong pen, wrong pigs, wrong day. Majestic, towering, and fiercely protective, the moose spotted danger before it arrived. A bear crept closer, eyes locked on the calves. But before it could strike, the moose exploded forward. Antlers down, hooves thundering, it charged like a freight train. The bear hesitated, miscalculated, and paid the price. It was thrown back, scrambling to escape as the mother pursued. There was no mercy, only fury. The moose had one job: protect her young, and she did it with terrifying power. In another chilling face-off, a massive moose stood its ground against a hungry bear. Most prey runs. This one didn't move an inch. The bear growled, circled, tested its luck. But when the moose lunged, sharp hooves slicing through the air, the bear faltered. Another charge, another swipe, and suddenly the predator wasn't so sure. With its confidence shattered, the bear gave up. The moose never chased, it simply stood there victorious. No fear, no retreat, just raw, majestic dominance. Sometimes instinct kicks in. A young bear stumbled upon an elk and her calf, expecting an easy kill. But the elk had other ideas. She lowered her antlers and bellowed a warning. The bear hesitated, then in a flash, the elk charged. The bear spun and sprinted straight up the nearest tree. From its perch, the predator looked down, humiliated. The elk watched from below, victorious without a scratch. That day, the forest reminded the bear, youth and arrogance don't beat experience. Bison aren't just big, they're armored tanks on legs. When this bear wandered too close, it had no idea what was coming. The bison snorted once, then lunged. The ground shook as it charged. The bear barely avoided the first hit. The second swipe clipped its shoulder. Pain flared, panic set in, and suddenly the great predator was running for its life. Behind it, the bison gave chase. Only when the bear vanished into the brush did the bison stop. Territory defended. Message received. Courage doesn't come in size. These dogs weren't massive, but they had hearts of warriors. Two bears wandered too close, expecting dominance, but the dogs attacked in tandem, fast, coordinated, relentless. Barking turned into biting, and the bears started to backpedal. One fell, the other turned. Within seconds, they were gone, chased off by animals a fraction of their size. It wasn't just a win, it was domination. Those dogs owned that ground. The bears never saw it coming. Desperation led a bear into risky territory. It approached a small camp, lured by the scent of food, but a lone dog waited. Small but fierce, it didn't run. It barked, snarled, and lunged. The bear paused, unsure. Then with a few sharp yaps and a bluff charge, the dog sent it fleeing. The bear grabbed a tiny scrap of food, but lost its dignity. Sometimes hunger isn't worth the fight, especially when even the underdog fights like it has everything to lose.
Did you enjoy this video? Please let us know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. And please, turn on your notifications bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.